Welcome to the Happy Black Woman Podcast, the show for Black women entrepreneurs who want it all. I'm your host, Rosetta Thurman, and if you're ready to stop settling and start creating the life and business you really want, you're definitely in the right place. Now let's get into the show. Hello, ladies. I'm excited to be back on the podcast with you today. Currently, it is a cool fall morning in Washington, D.C. I've got my warm peppermint tea beside me, and it feels good to just sit down and talk to you because it has been a minute, and it's been a busy couple of months for me. So I thought I would start off with a life update to share with you where I have been because I have been literally traveling all over the world. So September kicked off this kind of multi-week adventure of traveling. And I started in Bali, Indonesia, where I hosted my fall mastermind retreat for my year-long business mentorship. And I had 6 of my clients come to this gorgeous villa where I hosted our group at the Ritz-Carlton Bali in Nusa Dua. So Nusa Dua is a quiet part of Bali where there's a lot of luxury hotels and resorts. And I gotta tell you, I was blown away by the experience we had at the Ritz-Carlton Bali. We had this gorgeous villa with a private pool, and we had this view of the ocean. We had the best customer service, hospitality, delicious food, beautiful hotel grounds. It was just gorgeous, like easily top luxury resort experience I have had in the world. I cannot wait to go back. So shout out to Ritz-Carlton Bali. And my clients really had the space, the beauty surrounding them to be able to plan out a really powerful business plan for Q4. So just imagine you're not sitting behind your desk at home, but you're like putting your plan together while being surrounded by all this luxury and beauty. It was really powerful. And I'm really glad that we did that retreat because I had never done a retreat in Bali before. I had been twice, but I'd never done a retreat in Bali. Anyway, I should do a whole podcast episode about the retreat, but I did do a recap on my blog, happyblackwoman.com/blog, and I'll link to the blog post in the show notes so you can read a little bit about our experience in Bali and hopefully consider joining us for the next retreat. So anyway, after Bali, I flew out to Turks and Caicos to conduct a VIP consulting day with one of my private clients. She lives in Turks, so one of her goals was to be successful in her business and purchase a home in the Caribbean, and she did just that. So we were literally working in paradise again, which is my favorite way to work. And so we were working on actually launching her speaking business. So she's been really successful in her core business, and now she's branching out and building her personal brand and launching her speaking business in Q1, along with the launch of her first book. So we really mapped out a strategy. We mapped out her speaking topics, her marketing strategy, her pitching strategy, and really got everything aligned and cohesive and ready for her to implement over the next 90 days. So that was incredible. I had never been to Turks and Caicos before, so I really had a new travel experience to check off my list. And it was warm, it was chill, the food was incredible. I feel like I ate fish. I ate red snapper or conch like every day, and it was just amazing. So that was fun. And very productive for my client as well. And then from Turks, I went to Jacksonville, Florida to do a site visit at our venue for my upcoming Happy Black Woman Weekend event, which is happening January 16th through the 18th. If you have not registered yet, I'll put the link in the show notes for that. It's my new annual event, and we are doing it on the beach because in January, the warmest place in the United States is Florida. So I went for a few days to check out the vibe, and it really is a nice little beach town. I know Jacksonville is huge, but I'm talking about Jacksonville Beach, where the venue is, and it feels like a nice little beach town, walking around and just hearing the waves right behind the hotel. It was a really wonderful visit for me to feel what it was going to feel like for attendees to be there. And so it just really confirmed for me that we chose a great space. The event team was really nice at the hotel. And now we are in planning mode for finalizing all the details to host 50 women for the weekend. So we're about half full right now. So, like I said, I'll put the link in the show notes so you can register to join us. And my final trip over the last 2 months was to Durham, North Carolina, where I recorded my final virtual business boot camp in a professional video production studio. So, some of you know I've been doing these virtual 3-day boot camps for a while, like since 2020. And I am ready to do more in-person events now. And so that was my final virtual one. I'll still be doing some virtual events, of course. That's how we stay connected in this global world, but they'll be shorter. So my 3-day events will be in person, and I hope you will join us for the next one in January. All right. So it has been a lot going on in terms of, travel and working with clients and hosting clients, and a lot of work and play mixed in as usual. That's how I love to live my life. But it's also been a season of reflection for me, of really mapping out what the rest of the year looks like for me, what 2026 is going to look like. And I've really been thinking a lot about my plans and my vision and my intentions and my goals. And so now that I'm back home and back in my routine and I feel grounded and everything, I've been really thinking about how we all can end the year strong, because we're in that last few weeks of the year where we are seeing just how little time is left before 2026 gets here. So for today's episode, I am going to be sharing 8 ways that you can finish the year strong. And it's going to feel a little bit like a coaching session for sure, because I'm going to walk you through the 8 areas of my Happy Black Woman Life Map, which is the tool that I use with my life coaching clients and with the members inside of my Happy Black Woman membership. So each of these 8 areas represent a part of your life that you may want to make progress on. And so I'm going to give you some reflection questions and examples to really help you get clarity on what you want to achieve before the year is over. So grab your journal or your notes app or some document to type in, and let's get into it. So there are 8 key areas of your life. And before we dive into the reflection questions and examples, I want to kind of give you an idea of what those areas are. So number 1 is home and lifestyle. Number 2 is fun and leisure. Number 3 is health and wellness. Number 4 is career and business. Number 5 is money and finances. Number 6 is family and friends. Number 7 is love and romance. And number 8 is personal growth and spirituality. So let's start with the first one, home and lifestyle. So for this area, ask yourself, what's one change I can make in my home or my daily routine to feel more peaceful and organized before the year ends? So for example, you may want to declutter your closet or your second bedroom or your garage. You might want to redecorate your home office or your bedroom or your kitchen cabinets, or really create a morning routine that helps you start each day feeling focused and calm and centered and excited about the day. Keep in mind that your environment can be changed. And if it's not supporting you, if it's not making you feel good, you can always change it. And it's a great time to do that right now. For the second area, fun and leisure, a reflection question you can ask yourself is, what fun experiences do I want to give myself before the year is over? Now, fun could also be relaxing. It could be pampering, right? So, for example, you could take a weekend getaway. You could have a little staycation, be a tourist in your own city, something I like to do in the DC area. You could plan a girls' night. You can go to a concert, or there's probably a bunch of holiday performances happening coming up. Or do something you've always wanted to try just for you. I remember one year I went skydiving. It was around my birthday, but my birthday is in December. I'm actually a New Year's Eve baby. So that was like my fun thing I wanted to do before the end of the year that year. So the point is, you deserve to enjoy your life now, not someday, not later. So if you're like, next year I'm going to have more fun, you don't have to wait until next year. You can have more fun right now. All right. Area number 3, health and wellness. You can ask yourself, what's one habit that will make me feel stronger, healthier, have more energy? For example, you could commit to maybe a daily walk or a certain amount day. Maybe you want to start going back to the gym. Maybe you want to go more often. Maybe you want to drink more water, start stretching or doing like yoga or Pilates. This time of year is a really good time to check in and see, are there any doctor's appointments you've been putting off? Do you need to schedule those? Because having a healthy body is really important, because without that, it's harder for us to pursue our dreams and do the things that are going to make us happier in the long run. For the 4th area, career and business, you can ask yourself, what professional or business goals do I want to check off before December 31st? For example, do you want to launch your business? Do you want to update your resume so you can put yourself out there for new jobs? Do you want to finish your website or start a podcast? Or, are there some important conversations you need to have with your boss or with your clients? This is really an opportunity for you to be proactive and take some bold action towards your professional goals. And you don't have to wait for January for that. All right. For area number 5, money and finances, a reflection question you can ask is, what financial milestone would make me feel proud to end the year on a high note? Or what financial goal could I make progress on that would make me feel proud of what I've accomplished? So, for example, it could be paying off a credit card, or starting an emergency fund, or fully funding your emergency fund, setting up automatic savings, creating a travel fund for the upcoming year, creating a holiday budget. The key is not to fix your finances or get generational wealth before the end of the year, but it's about what actions can you take right now that are going to lead to your long-term financial goals. The next section about family and friends, you can ask yourself, who do I want to spend more time with before the year ends? What kind of quality time can I put together or arrange or organize? So, for example, you could host a family dinner. You could call your mom or your grandparents or family members who are special to you every week between now and the end of the year. You could reconnect with some old friends or spend more time with the people that you love, the people who uplift you, the people who support you. It may have been a really busy year for a lot of us, or a really stressful year, depending on what's been going on in your life. But it's a time of year where we can reconnect with those relationships so that you take them into the new year feeling supported and connected. Okay, for area number 7, love and romance, you can reflect on the question, how can I nurture the love in my life, open myself up to new love, or love on myself more? So, for example, if you are nurturing the love in your life, you could plan a romantic date night, surprise your partner with something new, an activity that maybe you guys haven't done before to, create some excitement or spark in the relationship. If you're opening yourself up to new love, you could, sign yourself up for some events where you might meet someone new, get dressed up and go to some events where you might meet some like-minded people, potential dates. You could get yourself on an online dating site and put up a profile on Bumble, which is where I met my now husband. You could love on yourself more and pamper yourself and schedule something romantic for you to do, a massage or spa day at a luxury hotel, a really indulgent dinner. You could plan something for New Year's Eve or Thanksgiving, Christmas, something where it really feels like you are putting yourself at the top of your own list. Okay. So love and romance is not just about having a partner. It could also be within yourself, and however you approach it, it's always a good idea to expand opportunities for love in your life. And the last area, number 8, personal growth and spirituality. You can ask yourself, what are some ways I can deepen my personal or spiritual growth in these last few months? So, depending on what your goals were, a lot of people don't want to end the year feeling like they are stagnant or they didn't grow, they didn't do anything to get better or self improvement. So, for example, you might want to read or finish reading the stack of books on your nightstand. You might want to take a workshop or attend a conference or go to some type of class. You might want to recommit or double down on your commitment to your daily prayer or meditation, daily journaling, reflecting, writing down what you're grateful for. Whatever makes you feel like you're growing or that you're connected spiritually, or maybe you want to connect in person with your religious community, whatever your spirituality looks like for you. The idea is that growth doesn't just happen because you're walking through life. It really has to be intentional. So if you want to get realigned with your goals for your personal growth and spirituality, this is a great time to do it. So those are your 8 ways to finish the year strong based on the 8 areas of my Happy Black Woman life map. And so now my challenge to you is to choose just 1 to 3 actions for each area. You don't want to overwhelm yourself because there's, again, not much time left in the year. So really focus on the areas and the action steps that feel most important to you, and just commit to doing them before the year is over. Put them on your calendar, block out time for you to do it, because it's not about transforming your entire life in the next few weeks. It's really about deciding that you are going to end this year feeling proud of yourself and ready for a brand new year of even more possibilities. Now, if you would like support and accountability to help you focus on your goals throughout the end of the year, I'm here for you, and I love to invite you to join the Happy Black Woman membership. That is where you will find my signature personal development course, the Happy Black Woman Method, and you'll get access to our next goal setting workshops through the end of the year. We do them in the first week of the month. Plus, you get over 60 on-demand trainings in different areas of your life. We have bi-weekly calls. We have a full library of self-coaching tools and resources that you can use. And of course, a supportive Facebook group of women just like you. And right now, when you sign up for the annual plan, you will also receive a complimentary ticket to Happy Black Woman Weekend 2026, happening January 16th through the 18th in Jacksonville. So click the link in the show notes, and I hope to see you in the membership. Thank you for listening. And if any of this helped you, tag me on Instagram at Happy Black Woman. Take a screenshot. I would love to connect with you there, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for listening to the Happy Black Woman podcast. I have absolutely loved spending this time with you today. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a rating or review on Apple Podcasts. It would mean so much to me if you took a moment to post a takeaway or an aha moment that you had from the show. It will help me reach so many more women who need the inspiration to create the lives and businesses of their dreams. Until next time, remember, you can do anything you want with your life, and no one can stop you but you.